Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am testing out the new Huda Beauty. These are the lip blush creamy lip and cheek stain, and I have 3 colors. I'm very excited because when I saw them on Huda's website and she had some reels with these, they kind of intrigued me. And overall, I do like lip stains. So every time there's a new formula coming out, I'm very curious to see how they last and the colors and all that good stuff. So I'm going to put these on. I will probably do a couple check-ins just to show you guys how they were throughout the day and if they actually last through a meal. And if you're interested, of course, continue watching. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe down below, and let's get started. These are $25 and they say that these are hydrating, ultra comfortable, transfer proof stain that tints lips and cheeks with a natural matte finish that lasts all day. Not too long ago, I tested out like some of the Rare Beauty lip oil tint, and this one is an actual, supposedly an oil, and then it tints your lips. But to me, these are a stain that has that glossiness effect, but that fades and you're left with a stain. Another stain that I really like, which is so far my favorite, are these Fenty Popsicles. I have all the colors and I love them so much. They're quite intense though, and these will last till next day for me. I put the darker one, this color right here. This is called Berry Banger, and this one lasts on me so long. I love these. So I'm very curious how these compare to the Rare Beauty or the Fenty ones. The packaging of these is actually kind of cute. This is how they come, and you can kind of see on the side the color that you picked up. These are the swatches of all of them that I did in store. I've had them for probably 4 hours so far, and they're still there, so all good things. So this is the packaging. I really like it. I think it's very sleek, very beautiful, and I like that I can see the colors from the outside packaging. You have here a regular doe foot applicator. Some of the product is held right there in the center. I got 3 colors. I got the Rosy Kiss, the Coral Kiss, which is a sheer coral, and the Berry Kiss, a sheer purple. So these are the swatches that I did in store, like I mentioned, about 4 hours ago. And these are the 3 that I picked up. But these first 3, they look very similar, especially the lightest one, which is the Peachy Kiss, that one right there. And then the next one is Apricot Kiss, and then the coral one. And I don't know, to me, these looked very similar, where on the lips, it would look that different. And so I decided to go with this one just because I think it's a little brighter and maybe it'll show more. I will do some swatches just so you guys can see next to these to see how they look before they set down. So here are the fresh swatches. Here is the coral, the rosy, and the berry. And you can kind of see when they are dried, they look more faded but brighter. Like the color is a little bit more vibrant, maybe except the berry one. Let's start with the rosy beige, which, you know, I'm all pink today. Anything that I have on my face will be in the description down below. Okay, let's try this on. Okay, so the formula is, compared to the Fenty or the Rare Beauty, is a little bit more matte and not quite as liquidy maybe. This feels actually very unique. Compared to the other ones, the Rare Beauties are very glossy and shiny. The Fenty, even though they're not as shiny as the Rare Beauty, they're more liquidy. These are almost more powdery. And I love it. I love the feel of this. They're not drying so far at all. And they feel very light on the skin. Not moisturizing, but they don't feel like a stain so far. I'm loving the color as well. I think once it dries down, it will be really pretty. Probably it'll be brighter. These tend to be quite bright once they dry down, but it gives more that powdery effect to the lip, as if you took your finger and kind of patted your lipstick to make it look a little bit less intense. But very, very interesting. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off and see how it looks. Yeah, so I was expecting this to be a little brighter. I like completely took my foundation off too. I'm testing out a new foundation and a couple new products. So, you know, disregard my skin if it doesn't look great. But this is how the stain remains. And I think it's nice. I actually like it. So this is Rosy Kiss. Once this has dried down, or you know, took it off with a napkin, it really feels like nothing on your lips. It doesn't feel drying. And I've also seen Huda use a lip gloss on top of this, which I may try at the end. But so far, this looks really good. It feels good. The color is definitely a little brighter than when it's first applied. But it's not bad. I enjoy it. I'm actually taking this NYX lip gloss, and I'm curious to see how it goes on top. This is that milky lip gloss, and I like that together actually. Okay, so I'm going to leave this for a second, and then I'm going to rub this off, because Huda said that even if you put a lip gloss on top, the stain will remain. Ooh, I'm actually really liking this combo. Okay, let's try to remove this. Some of it is coming off, not too much. The stain is definitely still there. Yeah. Still there. All right, let's try the next one. Wish me good luck as I try to scrub this off. I actually brought like a lip scrubber because I know when you do lip stain swatches, it's not a true color unless you really take this off. So I'm hoping that this will help. Oh my gosh, it's not coming off. That didn't really take it off. I'm gonna take this Lancome. This is oil based, so I'm hoping that this will take some of this off. Let's see. Ooh, actually it's coming off a little bit better than the other one. So I've scrubbed my lips. This is the best we can do. I've even taken my foundation brush around to even this out. It's a very, very stainy. Is that even a word? Which is a good thing. That's what we want from a stain. Okay, let's try the coral one. Ooh, I like this color. Yes. The formula is so hard for me to explain. It's unique. It's not like the other ones. This is almost silkier, more velvety rather than liquid. This color is beautiful. Obviously it doesn't go with my pink look, but I am loving this. Such a beautiful color. I think the colors, at least from swatching them and trying these two, they seem a little bit more muted compared to the Fenty ones. The Fenty ones are so bright, so intense, and I think these are a little bit more wearable. What a good color. I'm loving this. This is beautiful with not anything on your eyes, just this, maybe some clean skin, no mascara. This would look so, so beautiful. Okay, let's let this dry. Now we are going to try this as a blush stain, but I'm going to do that at the end, and I'm going to do probably the pink color or the berry color, just because I'm all pink today. Okay, let's try this. Take this off. Yeah, it's brighter. All these stains, once you take away the layer, the first layer, they tend to be much brighter. I was hoping it would stay was hoping it would stay that more muted color. I really like that. I still like this color though. I still think it would be really, really beautiful for summertime, like a stain. We're going to the beach in a couple weeks, so I feel like I would wear something like this just all day. This is really beautiful. I like it. This is the color Coral Kiss. Now let's hope that we can take this off. I think the lip oil, this one from Lancome, does the best job. I'm not sure if this is the stain or just me scrubbing at my lips so hard. A little foundation over. Let's do the last color. This is Berry Kiss. And I'm very excited about this color because I think this will be a beautiful berry stain after we wipe it off. Okay. Ooh, this reminds me of Delight from Rare Beauty. Okay, so this color, I'm having a little bit more trouble making it, the pigment go even all over. So on the bottom, it's just a little brighter than the top. So I'm going to try to even that out with another layer. So I'm struggling with this color because if you put a little bit too much pigment, it kind of tends to move, and then look, it's like going from top to bottom. The product is sticking to one side or the other. So that's not good. But I'm gonna wipe this off, let this sit, and I really have tried to fix it. Maybe I've added just too much and that's why it's doing that. It's quite terrible actually. But if this stains even and you're left with that berry look, that could be pretty. So I'm gonna leave it like 30 more seconds and then I'm gonna wipe it off because it's pretty patchy. I left it long enough, and then we're gonna wipe this off. Okay, so the stain, it's much more even than the application. So even though this was the hardest to kind of work with, I really like this color. I think this is like a beautiful berry stain. The one thing is right here, you can kind of see where the color caught to maybe some of my drier patches, and it kind of stuck to that area a little bit more. There's more pigment there. However, like on the top, the pigment is very even. This is the only part that kind of is not looking perfect. However, this, you remember, this is the third time I'm applying the lip stain, and it's on top of other lip stain, even though I try to scrub everything off. So I kind of feel like the other ones didn't do this. I didn't have an issue with this, so I don't know if it's my lips just struggling right now. But I do love the color. I think it is absolutely beautiful. So this is the color Berry Kiss. In one of Huda's reels, she combined these two. She put the berry as a lip liner almost, and the rosy all over her lip. And I kind of want to do that if I can take this off to see kind of how you could use the deeper ones as a lip liner. Now she is much deeper than I am, so of course it's not gonna look the same, and she has like a beautiful tan skin. So for me, this is gonna be a little brighter, but I'm just curious. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna put this under here. And then above. I kind of feel like this is not gonna work because my lips are already stained. Okay, so I added the berry color on the outside of my lips. We're gonna let that dry a little bit. And now, wait, did she take it off? I think I'm gonna pat it off. I'm gonna take the Rosy Kiss and put that all over. Okay, so one thing I've noticed with these is don't rub your lips together until this is completely dry. I think that was the mistake I did with the berry color. I kind of started rubbing my lips and it was moving the product. So let this stain your lips and then it will dry down and it won't move. So I'm gonna do just that. Taking a towel and patting this. Oh, I'm actually kind of liking this. Pretty, huh? Definitely gives some definition to the lip line. Now I think this would have worked much better if I hadn't put the berry stain under and then try to put on top of that. But I think this could actually work on a clean lip. I think you could definitely have that effect. And she said you could put a gloss on top of this as well. This is the combo I'm gonna wear today, and I'll just let you guys know how it wears throughout the day. But we're gonna try this on our cheek. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a little bit on my hand and just use my brush from here. This is a Real Techniques brush, so I'm scared to use like a better brush, even though this is my favorite blush brush. Oh, it's actually working. Okay. I'm surprised how well that worked, right? I think the key is to put it on your hand. Don't put it straight on your cheek because I think that could be a huge mess, huge mess. This again. I kind of took it out here too much. I'm so curious how long this will last because blush is one of those things that kind of goes away so fast. This darn hair. I'm surprised that I actually like this. I almost didn't try it, but I'm not doing much today, so if my cheeks look awful, that's okay. Okay guys, this is actually looking really beautiful. It has a slight glow to it, but I bet this is gonna dry down in a little bit and we'll see how that looks. Hopefully it's not splotchy. So let me give you some of my thoughts on these products. I think they're very unique in the sense of the texture. We've seen lip stains before, but the texture of these are much more almost powdery, slight velvety on the lips when you apply them. After that, they dry down to just, I don't know, a stain. You don't really feel it on. I will check throughout the day to just give you a few ideas of how it looks after I eat something and just if the cheek is looking good. If these work on your cheek for events, that would be so good because blush is one of those first things that disappear. And this color, the rosy color, I think it is a beautiful cheek color. And so far, I don't see any splotchiness or anything, but I will let you guys know. I think my favorite color is the coral. I thought that that was such a beautiful summery color. I can see myself using this quite a lot this summer, but even the berry shades, I think they're very classic colors that anybody could wear and pull off. Even if you're really fair, I love that look of a berry bitten almost look on really fair skin or deeper. I think they're beautiful. So yeah. So far, I'm really liking the formula. The one issue I had, as you guys saw, is when I rubbed my lips, it transferred the product. So I think the key is to just let them dry. I probably should have read the instructions. I did not. I never do. So it probably says there to let them dry and then pat off the excess because that works so much better. Comparing the texture between the Rare Beauty and the Fenty, very different. The Fenty is a little bit glossier and it has that gloss to it, but you guys saw that the second you put it on is quite matte. It doesn't have that glossiness, and the Rare Beauty is straight up an oil initially, and then once the oil is removed, then you can see the stain. But this is a just straight up stain. All right, so those are my thoughts right now. I will see you in a future update. 1 hour check-in.
Cheese.
Cheese. Wow, pretty.
Cheese.
Okay, we may have to do a check-in later. 1 hour check-in. Everything looks literally perfect. The lip looks the same. The cheek looks the same. It's not splotchy. All is well. I really just drank some water. I didn't eat anything yet, but I will. Bless you. And yeah, everything looks good so far. This is my final check-in, and I think I'm gonna end the video here just because it's late. I don't want to go back in the studio, and I think you guys can tell good enough what's going on here. So I feel like this has worn less than I expected. The color was so vibrant, and I had such a hard time getting it off that I was expecting this to be still pretty bright. Now it's still there, as you can see, but it's not as intense as it was before, which I'm not mad about it because I don't need this to be neon-y pink all day long. But the food I had wasn't greasy, so it wasn't like the food had a lot of oils that would remove it. So expect this to last half the day, and then you have to reapply, which is fine by me. But when it comes to lip stains, I kind of came to a conclusion that they all do the same thing. As long as it's like a good quality, like the Fenty's are good, the Rare Beauty, this Huda one, they all end up looking the same at the end of the day. There may be a little bit more glossy in the beginning, or you may be a little bit more matte, or like a lip oil, like the Rare Beauty one. They all kind of end up looking very similar. So that's just an observation that if you do have a lip stain and you don't need one, I don't think this is a need for you. But if you are looking for one, this does feel very nice. The one positive thing about this, well, there's many positive, but the one thing that is different than the other one is that the stain on my blush is still looking pretty good. It is not patchy, and because of the finish of this formula, that it's more matte, like slightly velvety almost, it's easy to put it on your cheeks. I tried that with the Rare Beauty one and it did not turn out well. It was just too oily, but this one lasted well, and I feel like that is, I'm trying to see if you guys can see, there you go. Like that is a huge positive because you can put it on your lips and on your cheeks. So those are overall my thoughts on the Huda lip stain, cheek stain. I think it's nice. It's quite expensive, $25. You don't get a lot of product in there. But if you're looking for something that goes on your cheeks and on your lips, this is nice. I do like the color, the coral color, probably the best out of all of them. I'm probably gonna wear that a lot more this summer, but the Fenty ones are a little bit more vibrant and intense. The Rare Beauty again has that oil finish, and I feel like lasting power is very similar to the Huda one. So those are my thoughts on this. I would love to hear your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.